Welcome, 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 baby. This is Alterri Henry, man. And today we're going live and we're talking to you all about fixing your own credit, man, and building your credit. A lot of you all don't know much about credit. You're paying people, like I tell people all the time, you got Tom, Dick, and Harry online trying to teach you how to fix your credit, or they're charging you to fix your credit, and they're not telling you the proper things about fixing your credit. That's the problem. Everybody and their grandmother want to fix credit, but you need to know what is credit, how do you repair your credit, how do you fix your credit, the whole 9 yards, man. So we're gonna start from the bottom on up. Started from the bottom, now we here. So this is where we at, man. So there are six factors. There are six factors you need to know about your credit. Six factors you need to know about your credit. Before I get started, I want y'all to put in there for those who are streaming. We are streaming live. Put in there where y'all from, man. You know I love my people, man. So put in there where y'all from, man. So that way I can know where y'all from. I can chat with y'all. I can answer your questions. So if y'all have questions, I want to answer your questions, man. Because some of you all may be trying to fix your credit, and I'm trying to get y'all straight before this new year, man. New year coming. If you can get your credit straight right now, income tax coming, man. Look, y'all can make some drastic changes instead of doing the same thing year after year, taking your money, buying you a car, buying you some furniture, some clothes, and then you're broke again. No, let's fix your credit, man. And once we fix your credit, then we can take you to another notch, man. I want to help you go to another notch. So there's six factors, man. Six factors you got to worry about in fixing your credit. Okay. The number one factor is payment history. Okay. Some of you have payment history. Some of you don't have payment history. But and make sure you put in where y'all at. I want to see where y'all at. I'm in Houston, Texas, so we definitely want to talk to y'all. But the number one factor is payment history. Payment history. Okay, you want to make sure you're real careful on that because a lot of you all worry about cars and repos. Let me tell you what's worse than a repo. I wouldn't worry about a repo. Something that's worse than a repo is late payments. So some people got late payments, and no matter what you do, I would rather just pull that whole account off your credit report, than to leave it on there because sometimes we can't get the late payments off. I would rather pull that whole report uh, off of there. Just got no, number one. Thank you. I want to appreciate you. Thank you for sending them blessings to me. So you want to pull that whole report off of your credit, man, so that way you can fix your credit because your payment history is everything. It's everything. It's number one. So we want to make sure your payment history is accurate, that you are paying on time. Try your best not to ever miss a payment, man. I don't care if you can't pay $100, but you can pay $75. Man, look, try to make some sort of payment. Work it out with the credit company. If you owe $500 and you only can pay 300, at least work it out with them so that way they don't report it as a late payment. They may pass it on to the next payment, give you time to pay, but they don't report it as a late payment because them late payments kill your credit. You may have a repo and it may drop your credit 30 points. You have late payments that's going to report every month, and every month is going to tax you by 15 points. So just imagine being late. Okay, you're late on your car. They're giving you grace, but you're late. So you're 30 days late. So every time you pay your car note, you're always paying it. You catching up, but you're paying it late, which means every month they're reporting a late payment, late payment, late payment. So now you're showing 60 days, 30 days, 90 days behind time, and it's killing your credit, man. So before you know it, your credit could go from 700 to 515 because you don't have any credit. So yeah, we definitely want to have you learning and doing some things better with your credit. Okay. The second thing that we're going to worry about with fixing your credit is the credit usage. If you go get you a credit card, I'm gonna tell you something. I built my credit up in the beginning before I learned a lot of stuff. I built my credit up with real simple with prepaid cards. You take you about $300. You go get you a prepaid credit card, one that's just prepaid, and you just pay on that card. You go buy something, you pay on that card. You buy something, you pay. You want to build your credit up like that. You'll get you two or three prepaid cards. Get your Home Depot account. Go get you a Granger account. They're gonna approve anybody. Get you an account with Granger, which is one company. Then they got another company. I'm gonna think of it as I go. But these companies, Uline, Uline, they'll give anybody an account. And so if they give you $1,000 to get started, then only go and spend about $200. Do not go over $200. Spend you about $200. That's credit usage. You keep it low. That way your debt to ratio don't be high, and then you can't get done anyway. So, because some people they'll get $1,000 credit card, and then they'll go and burn up $800, $900, and then only pay that $30, $40 they want from you every month. No, that's the worst thing you can do. Go ahead and take that credit card for $1,000. Don't spend no more than $200 on that card, and you pay on that $200. You go drop $50 this month, $50 next month, $50. You pay on that $200, so you're paying down your utilization of that card, and then before you know it, you may swipe it again. When you get it, the last payment, boom, swipe it again for $200, and then you pay down on that card, and you're building up your credit, so that way you'll be able to get whatever you want to get. Okay, derogatory marks. Some of you got derogatory marks. You got those hospital bills that you forgot about because you went to the hospital, and you got those you didn't apply some places, and you got all of these different things going on derogatory towards your bill. Some of you have been sued. You don't even know you've been sued, but hospital sued you. You may have rental center done sued you, but they went to court, they sued you. You ain't going to jail, but they gonna put it on your credit. So now you got these derogatory marks, or you got marks that came from the courthouse. We got to take those off. We take those off for you. So you got to take those off your credit because they will harm your credit score, and they'll harm your chances of getting a loan because it makes you look bad like you don't pay back people or you out there scamming. Okay? You want to go, the next thing you want to go is your credit age. Don't think you're gonna go buy, like, people want me to fix their credit, okay? That's why we sell shell cars. We sell shell cars because people want to go buy Rolls Royces and Lambo trucks, but you only had credit for 6 months or a year. You don't have a good credit age. So they buy age corporations so they can go get these things, at least 5 years or 8 years old, age corporations to go get these things because your credit age needs to be of age, to where it shows that you've been doing this fairly long. A decent time. It don't have to be a long time, but a decent time you've been building on your credit. You've been paying bills. It shows that you're mature enough to be able to handle these things. And don't think that you can just go get a Rolls Royce or whatever. I got one, so I'm gonna tell you right now, it don't happen. You're gonna need to be done bought something. If you want a Rolls Royce that's 100 grand, or just say $200,000, you're gonna need at least 100 grand car, at least half of that. Well, right now I tell people at least 65 to 70% of some type of vehicle that you bought in your past to be able to go purchase that, because they're gonna look, okay, well, you're moving up too big. The biggest car on your credit that you ever had was $60,000, and now you want to go buy a $200,000 car. It's not gonna happen. So we may have to add you some trade lines, or get with your family members. Let your family members know. It's simple and plain. Let your family members know that, I don't need a card. I don't need nothing from you. All I need you to do is put me on your credit line. You got good credit. You got credit cards. Stick me on there as an authorized user. I don't need the card. To have the card go to your house, I don't need a card. All I need to do, as long as you're paying your bills, and I'll pay you to put me on your card, so that when it reports in a month, your credit could shoot through the roof. Because guess what? When they pay their bill and they got that authorized user and they got an age trade line because they've been having that credit card for 10 years, that age trade line goes on your name now. So it's things like that you got to start learning to do, because that's where the money at if you want to get to the money and get to loans. You want to go buy that Lambo truck, get with your auntie, get with your grandma. Have grandma put you on a couple of them cards. And when your credit utilization and everything shoot up because she been having that credit card for the last 200 years. I'm ready, boss. How much is it, sir? We'll talk after I get off this live. But she been having that car for the last 200 years, and grandma done paid off the house, and grandpa, they got the old truck, all of these things. Grandparents and your uncles and aunties, we pay our bills. You know what I'm saying? So get them to just put you on there as an authorized user and start building your life up. Now, don't just do that if you ain't gonna do what's right. If you ain't gonna do what's right, I'm not gonna waste time trying to build your life off of me, and then you just destroy it by going to get a Lambo truck and not paying your bills. Now they getting a repo. No. But if you're gonna do the right thing, then let's go ahead and do the right thing, okay? So now we got the derogatory marks, we got to the credit age, then the total accounts. A guy, okay, stupidest thing in the world. This guy wanted trade lines, right? He didn't go through me, he went to somebody else. He got his credit fixed, and then after he got his credit fixed, his credit was probably 605, okay? 605. So he went and bought 5 to 7 trade lines. Dumbest thing in the world. So now his credit utilization, now he got good credit and he can't buy nothing. There's a lot of you all. I got to do that call the other day. He just got out of prison. He said, I got good credit. I said, well, let me see it. He have absolutely nothing on it. So you got good credit because you've been sitting in jail, but you ain't got no credit. You ain't got nothing on it. You got 1 or 2 cars that you got that don't show anything. You never had a house. You never had rental history. Y'all can go to rentreporters.com. You can go to rentreporters.com and pay them. They live $200. They will add you a trade line for the last 2 years of good credit of paying rent somewhere on your credit. Rentreporters.com. Don't forget, and you can get you a trade line for a payment history of rental on your credit. Rentreporters.com and get you a trade line on your credit. If they ask questions, let me know. So that's one thing. So we got to get you squared away, man, because there's things you got to do. Go ahead.
How do I get a trade line, and what even is a trade line?
Well, I'm talking about that now, and I'm gonna go into the detail on it. A trade line is something you purchase, like what I just told you. You put your family member, go to your family member that have good credit or got some land that's doing good, and see if they will put you on their credit card. Putting you on a credit card is a trade line. It's an authorized user. It's not a primary. Primary is when you apply for something your own self, like a car or a house, whatever, and it becomes your line of credit, and now you can sell that to other people. But people actually selling, putting you on their credit cards. I know several people that's willing to put you on their credit card for money. Okay, so if you want me to put you on my credit card for a month or two, and I'm gonna put you on my credit card, it's gonna jump your score maybe 100 points, so that way you can go get what you got to get. Then I'm gonna take you off my card. Yeah, they selling that. That may be $2,500. People selling that. So and it depends on how much you want. If you want $1 million trade line, you may pay $100,000 for that. So it just depends. But I know people that sell trade lines. It depends on what kind of trade lines you want. That's what a trade line is when you don't have enough credit buying power to show that you're buying something, and I'm gonna go to somebody else that have buying power and have them basically, it's like a cosign without cosign. They put me on their credit, it boosts my credit, but they're not legally signing anything for me. So they're not going into the dealership putting their name on it as a cosigner, but because they put me on their credit, it shows my credit to be more effective and it boosts my score. So that's what a trade line is. So your credit gauge, like I said, I was talking about the guy, he got out of prison, he got good credit. His credit is like 780, but he have nothing. He have 2 credit cards. He won't be able to buy a lollipop. Okay, you're gonna have some credit age of some credit accounts. If you don't, then you need to buy you some trade lines. Okay, the guy that bought 5 to 7 trade lines, he couldn't buy anything because he built his credit. Then he go stick 7 trade lines on his credit. That was the stupidest thing in the world when all he needed was 2. He could have got 2 trade lines, an auto primary trade line, and he could have got him I just need to get my credit going. Yeah, I can help you with that. You just inbox us, and we can definitely help you with that. Go ahead.
Do you do any online course or help anybody with credit?
Yes, we build credit. We fix credit. We do trade lines. We do the whole 9 yards. Whatever you want, we do. Anything. When I say we master credit, we master your credit. And we got programs that if you want to pay monthly, we can pay monthly, and we can fix your credit and the whole 9 yards. We about to go to commercial. So while we're going to commercial, hey, y'all tune in. We'll be right back.
Welcome to 300 Plates in Katy, Texas, the ultimate destination for burger aficionados. We're not just about burgers, we're about crafting experiences. Our burgers, masterpieces. Each bite's a symphony of taste, crafted by culinary wizards using top-tier ingredients, Angus beef, buttered and toasted buns. Traditional or daring, our menu's your adventure. Sink your teeth into the nostalgia of our sexy burgers. Join us, where passion meets flavor, and every bite tells a story. Welcome to Alterri Henri Construction and Investments, your hub for preserving history and shaping the future. Based in Lake Charles, we specialize in masonry, historic mural revitalization, and architectural painting, turning every space into a masterpiece. For commercial and industrial needs, trust us for durable roofing, insulation projects, and secure scaffolding. Our detailed specifications ensure seamless project execution. From water system care to legal support and project management, we've got you covered. From conception to completion, our project management ensures success. Why move when we can transform? Our custom remodels redefine spaces, blending craftsmanship with innovation. Alterri, Henri Construction and Investments is where your vision meets our expertise, shaping history and building the future in Lake Charles and beyond. Transform spaces with our custom remodels that blend craftsmanship with innovation. Contact us today to bring your vision to life.
I want to address the scammers, man. There's so many scam pages. I put my phone number on there. 337 337 That's here at this office. If we don't answer, it's because we're on the phone with several other people, or just leave a message. That's all I tell you. Leave a message. 337 377 7444. That's my number. You hear it from the horse's mouth. Leave a message and we'll get to you. Now we do have paid consultations. So if you want to pay for consultations, we have it because people call all day. Remember, I'm on every platform. We didn't reach 750,000 people now. I ain't at the million yet, but I'm getting there. But even with 750,000 people, that's a lot of people that's trying to reach out to me every day. Even if just 10% of those people, that's 7,500 people, reach out to me in a month. That means I got to try to take care of that 10%, 750, 7,500 people is a lot of people. You only got 30 days in a month or 31 days. So it's a lot of people. So I'm saying it to say is that we don't do the scammers. I put my phone on everything. Y'all can call me direct. We definitely will try our best to help your life, take care of you. We always donate. So we thank you for donations because we donate to people. We help the homeless. We helping the orphans. You saw my page, the orphans earlier. We did the widows, the battered women's shelter, the people in the battered women's shelter that get beat up and all that by their spouses. We donated a lot to them. I think $2,000 we donated to them in clothes and all kind of stuff. So we always doing something for somebody. So we definitely thank y'all for y'all donations and gifts. What I was gonna say? Oh, the scammers. Our numbers in the page. So somebody say, man, look, thank you. I appreciate it. I'm trying to work this. They had shadow banned me for a long time on this TikTok, man. So I don't know. I don't know what's going on with TikTok because we trying to help people. We're not doing anything illegal or anything, but they just blocked me. So yeah, I'm back, and I will be on TikTok constantly. So now that they let me, they let me get my wings back. So, but anyway, we definitely trying to go into detail. So let's go into this credit thing. We talked about credit gauge, total accounts. So I talked about that a little bit, where he had bought 7 trade lines and added them. Dumb move. He should have just bought 2. All he had to do was buy 2. His credit was a 605 or something like that. He could have bought 2 trade lines, jumped it up to like a 740 because he went up to 800 with the 7, but he couldn't do anything with it. So he could have bought 2 trade lines, jumped it to about 740 and got whatever he want. With a 740 credit score, and it's a decent looking score, you can go get you a Maserati, a Hellcat, a Lamborghini truck, or whatever you want with 0 down payment. So, people don't understand that. But the problem is not getting the money. You can even go get a loan from the bank, get your credit card. A lot of people want to get loans. I wouldn't recommend getting a loan. I recommend getting you two things. If you want $30,000, go get you a credit card. They'll give you a credit card 10 times faster than they give you a loan. Get you a line of credit. It's called a line of credit. Go to the bank, get you a line of credit. You'll get a line of credit 10 times faster than you'll get a loan. A loan is hard because they want documents, they want last 2 years bank statements, they want check stubs sometime, they want your blood, your serial number, and your mama's maiden name. They want everything from you with a loan. So you can go get you a line of credit, or you can go get you um, some credit cards. Do the same thing. Yes, the interest rate gonna be higher. You may get a loan for 8%, 7% interest. That credit card may be 19% interest, but hey, I ain't had to fight and pull the tooth off a hippo to get that credit card, and I still got the $30,000. If you know what to do to flip that money, then it won't even matter. Trust me, I done had 4 restaurants and 4 food trucks. It don't even matter. When I invested into those businesses at the time, I spent a lot of money. I spent overage because one of the restaurants um, I had to gut out the walls. It was all molded. I didn't even know it. You didn't see anything, but when you start fixing one thing, you realize it got mold. I had to gut everything out. I spent the extra $40,000 on that place, just gutting it out and doing things, and then I wound up selling it 8 months later. It's part of the business. So I say that meaning if you're gonna get the credit card, you need that money, 40,000, 50,000, 80,000, whatever you need, and you get credit cards. It's called stacking. You get your credit up, you can go to several different banks then. You can go to Capital One. Let me say this. Capital One is known for credit cards, okay? They are a credit card bank. Different banks do different things, okay? Bank of America. I have a Bank of America account. They're known for mortgages. They go get your house finance, different things. Capital One is specifically known for credit cards. They do everything, but they are a credit card bank. So when you're dealing with, you need to learn your banks. Get online, get on Google, get on ChatGPT, and type in which banks specialize in what. What you got?
What's the difference between getting with a bank and getting with, they call it credit union? Is it the same thing as a bank?
Yeah, credit union sometimes is good. Oh, I'm glad you asked that question. Perfect question. Somebody asked, what's the difference between a credit union and a bank? I love, if I'm gonna do a credit union or a bank, it's really the same. And I'm gonna drop you some nuggets. Y'all ought to pay me for this because what I'm about to tell you now, I'm gonna show you how to get some money. I'm telling you, it's gonna blow your mind. Okay, I did this in the beginning and it worked for me. Okay, if you're gonna get money, go to banks or credit unions that have less than 3 branches. Super fast. When you're dealing with a bank, they gotta go through all kind of channels to get this underwriter and that underwriter. Go to a branch with less than 3 banks and you'll get money 10 times faster because they'll give you money. Now, this is where I say you should pay me for this because this is where the rubber meets the road, okay? What y'all never did, and I'm gonna speak to most of the people on that's watching me, I guarantee y'all never did. Y'all never went to the Chinese or the Pakistan banks. Every bank that's considered a bank and got bank on their name is governed by laws of the United States to give a certain amount of money to a certain ethnicity group of people. They have to give so much to black, so much to white, so much to the Chinese, to the Hispanics. They have to give so much to and this is the disclaimer now, so I'm a disclaimer on that. But I'm telling you what I personally did. Okay, I went to the Chinese bank. It had Chinese letters on it. It was no English. I pulled up in that bank because I knew that they had to give a certain amount of money. And wow, it was my lucky day. I got $40,000 for them overnight because a black man going into a Chinese bank, and people don't know that they have to give a certain amount of money to every ethnicity group. They are a bank. They can't keep it within themselves in the United States. Maybe I can do that in China, but you can't do it here. So I went to a Chinese bank right here in Katy, Texas, where when you pull up, it got Chinese letters on it. Everybody in there was Chinese. Well, they had some white people in there too working, but everybody in there was Chinese. It was owned by Chinese, and I went in there and got me some $40,000 Chinese USD money. So, so don't discredit those banks that don't have that on there. And that's a disclaimer now. So I got to put a disclaimer that this is what I did. Now, I'm not saying it's going to work for everybody, but I got to put that disclaimer. So don't run in their banks and say, but you can go to their banks and you can tell them that by law, everybody, they have to give a certain amount of money to different groups. You know, they are U.S. banks, so they have to give a certain amount of money. So that's what I want to drop that nugget in your lap. Don't think. You know, I'm gonna tell you something else I did, and I'm gonna get back on the credit, but I'm gonna tell you something else I did. I got $60,000 one time. I had a job I wanted to do. I had a job I wanted to do. I wanted to flip some houses, and I didn't know where to get this money at. I already owed the bank, so I didn't want to go to the bank. I could have went to a different bank, but my debt to ratio was high. I got money from the most unorthodox place that'll blow your mind that y'all probably never looked for money at. I got I reached out to my cousin, which was in the federal prison. I told him federal prison is full of multimillionaires now. These guys may be crooks, whatever you want to call them, but they got money. Just because they're in feds don't mean they ain't got money. Okay? I reached out to my cousin at the time, and he got me $60,000 in 2 days. I had to present my idea to this guy over the phone, and the guy liked my idea. I got $60,000 and I gave him back 75. Now I made 140, but I gave him back 60. So he made $15,000 in 3 weeks off of me. But I got money from a guy that was in the feds. I think people's minds don't operate where you don't know where to get money. You can get money from anywhere. People are looking to give you money. The problem is, go ahead, you got a question?
What do you do after you get the money?
You invest. You're not just getting money just to get it. He say, somebody asked, what do you do after you get the money? You're not just getting money to get it. You got to have a plan. You know, when I talked to the guy, I had a master plan on how I'm gonna flip the money. Like I was starting to say, the problem is not getting money. I'm an investor. I'll give money. I'm invested in so many different businesses. If y'all watch my page, it'll blow your mind. The problem is not getting money. I get people come to me all the time, man, we can make this, man, we can make that. Okay, show me your plan. The problem is not getting money. The problem is, what is your plan for my ROI? How you plan on paying me back on my investment? What is my return on my investment? How you plan on paying me back? How much you plan on paying me back? How fast I'm gonna get it, or how long I gotta wait? Like, that's the major plan, you know. And then when you start breaking out, well, I got an attorney, that got to go over the contracts, I got a lawyer, an accountant that want to look at the books and make sure it's not being cooked and all. When you start coming to them with this kind of business savvy, now they don't want to do business no more. I just saved a young man that go to my church. His friend was trying to con him out of $40,000. He wanted him to invest $40,000. He was going to do it. He took a meeting with me on Sunday after church, and needless to say, his friend don't have that $40,000, because when I started telling him what needs to be done, see the books and the whole 9 yards, then his friend didn't want to do it no more because he was trying to scam him to begin with. So I say all that to say is that be careful with the money you're going to get, because you're going to get the money, but be careful with how you utilize it. The last thing that you're going to worry about is hard inquiries. Hard inquiries. You got to be careful now. I'm going to touch on this, because every time you go to a car lot, I used to own car lot, okay? I had 2 car lots I used to own, okay? Car lot, and I'm about to open another one, matter of fact, for this new year. But right now we're doing the car rental business, so I get the cars, we rent them out. It makes a lot of money. But I'm going to open a car lot to sell cars. But I'm going to tell you something, man. When we would run your credit, and we would shop it into the finance companies. Now, I ran your credit once, but when I shop it to the finance company, each finance company is going to run your credit again. So I may have shopped your loan to get you the best interest rate to 5 different finance companies. Now, remember, I ran your credit too. You just got hit 6 times. 6 hard inquiries. Your credit was 750. When you leave this dealership to go to the next dealership, they're going to do the same thing. When you leave this dealership with you had a 750 when you came. When you leave, you got a 650. Because you got 6 hard inquiries now. Now you're going to go to the second dealership, and then they're going to do the same thing. When you finish at the end of the day, and you done went to 2-3 different dealerships looking for cars, you're probably going to have you a good old solid 605. And you went in there with a 750. So remember that hard inquiries, man, it kills you. We can take hard inquiries off also, but it kills you, you know what I'm saying? So remember that, be real. Any questions? More questions? I know there's a lot of them, but.
Where are you located?
We located in Houston, Texas, man. I have an office here. If you see behind me, I'm upstairs. I'm in my office right now. I have an office that runs with my staff, but I also have a podcast. I'm in my podcast room. I turn one of my suites into the podcast where I do this every day, and we go live and all that. So yeah, we actually, and if you go outside, I have trucks and trailers and backhoes, and because we do construction and we do, we do trash pickups. So I got the dump trailers and all that outside. So yeah, yeah, we right here. So this is what we do. So I'm loving. I'm loving helping people. I'm just a regular businessman, man, that God gave knowledge and abilities, and now I'm taking my knowledge and I'm trying to help the people succeed, man. Because I'm gonna tell you something, it's getting hard out here. It's getting extremely hard out here, and they talking about canceling food stamp. That was a scare. I heard they released it, but think about that. If they cancel food stamp, some people survive off of food stamp. Okay, I know a lot of people abuse it, whatever, but we talking about the people who surviving off of it. I grew up with a mom with 8 kids with no dad who survived. She may have got $800 food stamp, but $400 of that she would sell just to pay a light bill or a water bill or a gas bill, or put gas in the car, and then the other four, would feed the children. So some people are actually living off of that. Then she started selling. She became the candy store. She took some of that money. She bought candies and pies and stuff to cook, and she started selling food in the neighborhood and all that to provide for her kids. So some people are surviving off of this money. So think about when they take that away. I want to get y'all set up with y'all credit. That way, you won't have these problems. I tell people this, and I'm not bragging by a long shot. I'm 47 years old, so I don't have to brag no more. I done lived my life, okay? I done sold drugs, robbed, did everything else, been to prison and all. Now I'm in the course of my life to help people, okay? And this is a disclaimer, okay? This is all disclaimer, but I want to say this, and I got to constantly say that, and it'll be in the video also. But the thing about it is that I'm in the course of my life now where I want to show you how to make yourself um, um, what is that we're going through right now? Recession proof. I want to show you how to make yourself recession proof, man. I don't care who the president is. Hold on, I'm gonna answer that. Who the president is. I don't care who the governor is. I don't care what's going on. People, but what you think about such and such going to be elected? What you think? I don't know. Since Bush, Clinton, Obama, I don't know who's been elected or what's going on. It really never mattered to me of who's going to do what because my life has always been the same. It has not dropped. It has not failed. It wasn't up, down, none of that because I've made myself recession proof. So I'm trying to teach you all, we don't operate on the government of this land. We are above that. You're a child of the king. You're a child of God. So when you start recognizing who you are and how to operate as a child of God, there's nothing you can't do. There's nothing you can't accomplish. There's nothing you can't fulfill. I know your parents may not have told you. I know your family may not believe in you, but hey, there's people like me who believe in you. I mean, I tell people all the time, one of the craziest ideas, that's why I do so much stuff, because one of the craziest ideas in my whole entire life that I've ever heard, and this man made 15 million in 1 year. 15 million in 1 year was called the pet rock. If y'all ever heard of it, if y'all haven't heard of that, Google it. A man took some freaking rocks, painted on it, put it in a box, and sold rocks to people. Regular rocks outside on the ground, and made $15 million in 1 year. If that man can sell you rocks where you can get that for free, then I know I can achieve and accomplish something. So I'm just here motivating you and letting you know that there's nothing you cannot do. When you wake up in the morning wanting success as much as you want to breathe, some of y'all done got caught with food in your throat and you couldn't breathe and you was choking. When you wake up wanting success as much as you want to breathe and much as you want to live, you will achieve what you want to do. There's nothing going to stop you. You got a question, brother? You had your hand up.
Everybody is asking, do you have a link for your credit repair? And some people just came in. What are you talking about?
We're talking about credit repair. You can always go back and watch this because it's going to be live, but it's going to be on my page. We're talking about credit repair. We're talking about the six. I'm gonna recap them for you. We're talking about the 6 things you should know, which I went through all that already. I think we've been on here about an hour almost. Not that long.
30 minutes.
About 30 minutes, okay. But you can go back. It's talking about payment history, knowing your payment history. Do you need a truck and trash dumps for? No, you don't. Just a pickup truck, a cargo van, or a box truck, and I can take you from there. But the payment history, the card usage of how to utilize your card, derogatory remarks that you'll get on there, how to get them off, and what to do with that. Credit age, you got to have an age on your credit. You can't just start off with brand new credit trying to get big money. That's why you get age trade lines and stuff like that. And then total accounts on your credit, you can't have a bunch of them. People just go and get credit from everywhere. No, you need to have a certain amount of credit. And then hard inquiries. The six deadly sins of a credit, of to master your credit. Those six things right there is what we're talking about. Uh, what else we talking about, brother? Any other? There's so many questions, but anyway, going back to y'all. So there's nothing that you can't do. You got to just accomplish it, man. But the thing what I notice is, and I'm not hating on nobody, so I want y'all to go in there. But I want to tell you like this: stop listening to all this rap music all the time. You want to listen to rap? Find you a certain time to listen to rap. But when you ride in your car, stop listening to all this love music. I love it too. But when you in your cars and you riding, man, put on some stuff that deals with what you want to do. You want to sell purses? Put on somebody that's selling purses and start listening to what they're doing to sell purses. You wanna own a restaurant? Put on some restaurant owners and start listening to them. Like people online just talking about their businesses and stuff like that. Listen to our Spotify. We on Spotify too. I didn't mention that earlier. We on Spotify. You can't miss us. We're about to be on Apple Music also. So Spotify, Apple Music, we everywhere. I want to be everywhere because I'm the new guy. I'm just coming out of our stuff. And listen to our Patreon. Go on our Patreon. If you don't do nothing else, go on our Patreon and subscribe. You can subscribe as low as $25, and then you can become a member on my Patreon. You can talk to me personally. Well, you can call me. So we set up a consultation because people set up consultations all day long. And then we got mentorship. Mentorship is as low as $100. Come on now, where you gonna find somebody that's gonna mentor you and mentor your life for $100? And this is just the beginning. We're gonna be setting up seminars where we actually be at hotels, and we're gonna have thousands of people that come, and we're gonna work with you hand in hand on how to build your credit, how to get these funding, these age shell corps, and all these things. Hey, you guys have a link. Put the link in the Patreon. Gotcha. So we got all of that. So we're gonna have all of these things for you, man. Like this gonna be lit. Because this is 2026. A lot of things I did. I was online helping people, but 2026, I actually want to take it a notch further, and I want to start having these seminars to where people is coming, and I'm talking about some crazy stuff. We actually talking about giving out crazy stuff, cars and watches and stuff. Yeah, we're gonna be doing some crazy stuff 2026. We are. Well, I'm not gonna talk about it too much, but we've been here at the office talking about it, and it's gonna be live at 5, man. Some one-on-ones. You get to win a one-on-one with me to where I actually take 3 months out and pattern your life. If you're willing to listen, I'm willing to help you. So it's things like that we're gonna be doing. Where we're gonna be family at that point. It's called a family mentors. It ain't just a mentorship. You family now. So we're gonna be giving away those type of things to where it'll be a part of like 10 people that I actually take up under my wing, and we do it. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm gonna tell you this, and I'll say this before we close. I want to make you like me. I come from nothing. 8 kids, 1 mama, no daddy. Okay, I dropped out in the 10th grade in school, and I started selling drugs. So the life you living is no different from me. I was the first YN. The YNs you see now, that's why I love them so much and I try to do so much for them. I don't see bad children. They are not bad children. They are misdirected children. They're unguided children. I didn't have a father figure. I did all the dumb stuff. I've been to prison. I did all of these things. But when we take it on our responsibility as father figures or unks, that they call me unk in the street and all this stuff, and we try to direct them and guide them, man, I got little dudes that used to be YNs that's now businessmen wearing suits. Like, it'll blow your mind. These are dudes who used to go shoot up places, and now they're talking about owning their own businesses. It starts with one. I know we can't reach everybody, but if I just can reach one, I thank God for that ability, for giving me that opportunity. So I just want to be a benefit to your life. Y'all keep watching us. Tomorrow we're gonna be on here again, live. we coming live every day. I told them we got to be live. So tomorrow we'll be on here again. We're gonna be doing our thing. Before we go, do we have any?
Amen, brother. Gracias for your help.
Man, I love y'all, man. I love my people, man. So I can't say, man, y'all the reason I do this because I be so happy just seeing y'all benefit and change your lives, man. I mean, man, I could go on and on, but we got girls that used to be in prostitution that ain't in prostitution no more. I got a girl that was in prostitute who now she got her own hair business. She's selling wigs and stuff. Guys who was selling drugs who, yeah, got their own trucking companies. People are changing, man, and I thank God for the ability to use me as a vessel to help people change their lives because I used to be there. So if y'all got any questions, man, inbox me, man. Look for me tomorrow. I'm gonna be on live. Look for me tomorrow, man. Subscribe to my Patreon. And if you can't subscribe, hey, you come tomorrow, man. Send us a gift so we can continue being a blessing to your life. And we thank you. We thank you. We thank you. Y'all, peace out, man. Love y'all.
Welcome to 300 Plates in Katy, Texas, the ultimate destination for burger aficionados. We're not just about burgers, we're about crafting experiences. Our burgers, masterpieces. Each bite's a symphony of taste, crafted by culinary wizards using top-tier ingredients, Angus beef, buttered and toasted buns. Traditional or daring, our menu's your adventure. Sink your teeth into the nostalgia of our sexy burgers. Join us, where passion meets flavor, and every bite tells a story. Welcome to Alterri Henri Construction and Investments, your hub for preserving history and shaping the future. Based in Lake Charles, we specialize in masonry, historic mural revitalization, and architectural painting, turning every space into a masterpiece. For commercial and industrial needs, trust us for durable roofing, insulation projects, and secure scaffolding. Our detailed specifications ensure seamless project execution. From water system care to legal support and project management, we've got you covered. From conception to completion, our project management ensures success. Why move when we can transform? Our custom remodels redefine spaces, blending craftsmanship with innovation. Alterri Henri Construction and Investments is where your vision meets our expertise, shaping history and building the future in Lake Charles and beyond. Transform spaces with our custom remodels that blend craftsmanship with innovation. Contact us today to bring your vision to life.
Man, we back, man. We are back, and we about to shut it down, But I wanted to get y'all before we shut down. Now, I want to get all your questions, man, because I charge $100. I get $100 per consultation. I got people calling me all day. I probably do 30, 40 consultations a day. I probably get 1,000 phone calls, but I get 30, 40 people that's paying to talk to me a day. So this is the perfect time to talk to me when it's free. I ain't charging you. You can ask whatever questions you need when I go on live, and you can we can get it popping. So if you have any questions right now before I get off, what you got, brother?
I wanna spare the trust. You offered a discount on Patreon. I'm planning to open 3 more side businesses. It's getting tough now, but I need that trust.
Yes. Type in,
Patreon got the setup.
huh?
Patreon got the setup.
Yeah, Patreon got the setup. You can go on Patreon, make your payment. I charge $1,850 for the trust. I'm running a special because I'm trying to boost Patreon. Patreon is where I'm sending everybody. So for $500, you can get a trust right now. That's unheard of. And we ain't talking about no 9 pages, no 20 pages, no. We talking about 60, 70, 80 page trusts with all your bylaws, your governing factors in it, the whole 9 yards. So these are real trusts. Now you can also pay for mentorship is in the Patreon, or you can pay whatever. But for your trust, it's $500. Okay, and I can make it happen for you. So go to Patreon. Go to my page. The link is in the bio. Okay, the link is right there in the comments, and also on my bio, the link is in there for Patreon. You can go get your trust. Go pay for it, and we start on it instantly because it's not long. And most people that we have, we sign up probably like 15 people a day. Most people don't have a lot. So like some of the people I do trust for is a lot more expensive. You know, they got like an apartment complex, 30 rent houses. Yeah, you talking about a lot of money, but for most people, they don't even have insurance policies, or the right insurance policies to go into a trust. You need a whole life insurance policy, or you need your IUL, which is an index universal life and policy, where you can borrow from and become your own bank. So there's a lot of things that we can teach you. It's not an overnight process, and that's what I really want y'all to know. If you don't know nothing else from me, and be like, man, Pastor Henry, if you don't know nothing else from me, learn that. Set yourself up. Y'all been in school. We all been in school. They used to tell you have small term goals, long term goals. Set yourself up with a long term goal, and watch how things begin to change. What I do every single day of my life, every single day, no matter how small it is. When I leave my house, I got a tablet. That tablet may have 10 things on it. It may have 20 things on it. And as I complete those things throughout my day, that's called a short-term goal. I just draw a line through it. You know what I'm saying? And I feel so accomplished by the end of the day when I done accomplished everything for that day, because tomorrow I got a whole new list, and I may have to, if I miss something, I got to take those 3 or 4 things I missed and add it to tomorrow now. So now I got more to do. So yeah, I like doing short-term goals and long-term goals. What's a long-term goal? Okay, you say you want your Lambo truck. Okay, Lambo truck is $200,000, but you only got $1,000 to your name. Okay, cool. Boom. Well, that Lambo truck, I'm gonna get a picture of it. I'm gonna patch that Lambo truck on my wall, and I'm gonna go to the bank, and I'm gonna specifically open me an account for that Lambo truck. I got $1,000. I'm gonna take me $250, and I'm gonna put it in that account. That's called an escrow account. That's an account I'm not gonna touch nothing. Every time I make some money, I'm gonna put it in that account towards that Lambo truck. I ain't say all the money. I may make me $1,000 again. I'm gonna take me $250. I'm gonna put it towards that account, and an escrow account, which is not gonna you're not gonna touch that at all. You can't touch that money. That's the Lambo truck account money. Okay. Now I done went to the dealership. I done found out how much they wanted. We ain't talking about paying cash $200,000. They say, okay, we can get you this Lambo truck. That's called short-term goals. We can get you the Lambo truck. We're gonna need $25,000 down. Okay, and we're gonna need this amount of credit. Okay, boom. That account right there is for 2 things and 2 things only. That account is, I know I need $25,000, and I know my credit got to be at a 740. Okay, cool. My credit got at 760. So that account, the money that's in that account, is gonna go to fixing my credit. So while I'm fixing my credit over the next 2-3 months, while my credit getting done, I'm still saving to that account. I'm cutting grass. I'm cutting hair. I'm doing extras around the house. If you get allowances, man, I'm cleaning my homeboy's shoes. I don't care what it is. I'm hustling. I'm a hustler. So I'm hustling, man. If somebody say, man, I need somebody to clean my office, cut my grass. I need somebody to clean out my garage and just take all the stuff away. If I find something I can go take to the scrap yard, and I'm gonna go scrap it and make me off some metal, I don't care what it is. I'm a hustler, and I'm gonna take that money, and I'm gonna constantly put it. Man, I'm gonna tell you something, man, and I'm just keeping it real. You know how fast, and I know I'm different, so you may be like, well, you make money. No, let me tell you something. You know how fast you can come up with 25,000 if you really hustling? 25,000 is not a lot of money. Don't get it twisted. It is not a lot of money. Some of you all, I done met some people from online, and I done met some people in real life who's really struggling right now. And I personally met them, and I was like, in my head, I'm like, man, it's a hustling son of a gun. That doggone female is a hustler. That dude is a hustler. But you don't even know how hard you a hustler. You don't even know how hard you go. I know how hard you go, but you don't know how hard you go. And if I had your hands at your age, like I'm 47 now, so I'm doing a lot of things. But imagine if I had your hustle and what you doing at 22. Man, I'll be a millionaire by the time I'm 25. I made $1 million at 22. Now, don't get it twisted. I was hustling, but I was hustling backwards. I was selling drugs. So I made $1 million at 22, but I was selling drugs. I'm talking about some of you all are extreme hustlers. You know what I'm saying? And I tell my guys around here, so I'm gonna share this with y'all because I tell my guys, don't y'all ever let a crackhead out hustle y'all. Okay? We laugh about it, but it's real deal Holyfield. Okay? I had crackheads every single day coming by $200, $250 worth of crack on the street. Every day coming to my crack house buying $200 to $250 worth of crack, plus they eating and surviving whatever they doing. In my mind, I'm like, where they getting this money every single day to buy $200 worth of crack? And some of us can't even get $100 a day. No matter what you do, you can't even make $100 a day, but the crack. So you know you're in a bad position. You're in a bad state when you allow a crackhead to out hustle you. A crackhead. Don't be holler. Oh man, my uncle, man, you ain't nothing but a crackhead. Well, that crackhead got more money than you. So we got to get to the point now where we are hustling, man. We wake up hustling. We go to bed hustling. Everything is a hustle. My boy was telling me something today. We was talking around here in the studio, and I didn't know what he was talking about. You know, we be talking, and some things I don't know. And I told him, I say, it's a song. You know, it's y'all got the song. I don't know the song, but it say, if it ain't about the money, don't. Something T.I. says, if it ain't about the money. If it ain't about the money, man, it ain't no reason to talk. I do 3 things, man. 3 things I do. I spend time with God, I spend time with my family, and I hustle. It ain't nothing else to do. I don't go to clubs. I ain't out there partying. I mean, you do that, that's fine. That's your life. But I'm talking about me. I'm hustling. And when I'm riding in my truck or my car or whatever I'm in, a lot of time I'm putting on something like Rich Dad, Poor Dad. I want to listen to some stuff. I want to listen to some knowledge, some things that's feeding my brain. Like if I want to learn, when I wanted to learn how to change toilets, I wasn't listening to rap R. Kelly. Man, I was plugging in YouTube, and I became a freaking plumber overnight. I changed my own toilets. I put the wax seals, the wax rings in it, the wax seals that go into the toilet. I cleaned it. I put the stuff around it. Go to the Godcast channel, man. All this is on the Godcast channel, man. I'm putting stuff every day, constantly, video on the Godcast channel and Spotify. Some of y'all got Spotify. We ain't on Apple Music yet. How long is it gonna take us to get on Apple Music? Because we having a
When they start streaming Spotify.
when y'all start streaming Spotify, they gonna open up Apple Music. So that's the thing. It's kind of like step by step. They don't want to open up Apple until the Spotify get to a certain amount of people that's streaming. Then they open up Apple. So, but we working now. We got people streaming and looking. So we got Spotify, Apple. We on YouTube, Amazon Music. Man, we everywhere. Twitch, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. We ain't on Twitter. That's the only thing. We ain't on Twitter because we ain't going there. But everything else we own. And so you just keep on watching, man. Tomorrow we're gonna be live again because I want to start going live more often. Next year we're gonna go live every day probably because I want to really be on here and I'm gonna have several people. I want to start getting. If you're watching me, and you're a millionaire, self-made millionaire, self-proclaimed millionaire, I don't care. I want to have you on my podcast, okay? I want you to show people what you do because I'm gonna have more people on here from car lot people that own car lots. I got a few people I want to interview, how they started and where they at today, how long it took them. So we want to start inspiring y'all with regular people that's doing it. That's regular, normal people. Not everybody got degrees and all that. I got a homeboy that ships. All he do is ships, domestic and international to overseas. And so we wanna start interviewing these people and letting you know how. Some of you all may want to open a restaurant. I'm gonna talk about that tomorrow. Matter of fact, what it takes to open a restaurant. It is not hard, man. It is not hard. Let me tell you something. Tomorrow, y'all tune in. If you don't know nothing else, tune in tomorrow because I'm telling you, I'm gonna tell you about opening a restaurant and how I work. You can work a deal out. I did this 3-4 times with my restaurants. You can work a deal out with that restaurant where you don't even have to pay rent for up to a year. They may give you 6 months, they may give you 8 months, but guaranteed you can get free rent. And that time is a time allotted that is going to buy you time to build up your clientele, make some money, and then you're going to be, be able to sustain yourself and hold on. Come tomorrow, man. Tomorrow. You can't miss. I'm out. Y'all be blessed.